Planning for Success is brought to you by Northwestern Mutual. We help you live life differently.
If you cut that sandwich like that, all right, this is bite 1. All right, this is bite 2. And I probably should have made it a little bit bigger. Bite 3 is right here.
Okay.
That's a good bite. It's like the fillet of the sandwich.
It's arranged, the ingredients.
All right,
are...
then you turn it sideways, and you take bite 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then probably 4, I would say, and then 5. Then if you repeat the process, that's a 10-bite sandwich.
You know this might be your legacy, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was, there is a certain way to make a sandwich and eat a sandwich, in my opinion, but, and I will say this, my wife doubted early on in our marriage, and then when she finally let me make the sandwich and cut it the certain way and eat it a certain way, she says, you know what, I think it does taste better that way.
That's a win for all of us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It took a while, but she agrees with me now. She wants me to make the sandwich now.
Miami head coach Martin Richt joining us here on SportsCenter. How'd you come up with the sandwich philosophy? And we got you a sandwich just in case you wanted to.
Yeah.
That was how you did the thing.
Well, I mean, there's not much to it. You just, first of all, I'm not an advocate of cutting the crust off.
No, I'm with you.
I'm with you on that.
You don't cut the crust off. But I mean, if you have to, you have to. But what really bothers me is the little crustables. You know, you ever seen those things packaged where there's no crust?
Yes.
Well, but they kind of pinch them to seal them around.
Yeah.
I got kids that'll still peel that off. I'm like, that's not crust.
Yeah, it's not crust.
But that's a whole nother subject. So now, I don't know if you guys can see this thing or not. This table.
You want a napkin?
I'm okay.
All right, good.
10-minute
It's
rule.
clean.
Yeah. So you cut it at a diagonal.
Yes.
All right. So if you cut it at a diagonal, then you start the sandwich. And I don't even know if I could do it and still speak with peanut butter. Bite number 1.
Digging that.
Right.
Bite number 2.
Right.
Digging that.
Gotcha.
Boom. What's left is the fillet of the sandwich.
Yes.
Bam, right down the middle.
Right.
Then you turn it this way with what's left. The fillet was 3.
Okay.
Number 4, boom, half of what's left.
I want to try this.
Yeah.
All right.
That's 1.
It's a good one, too.
That's 2. 3 is the one you kind of wait for and you got to savor.
Peanut butter, too.
That's why I didn't know if I could quite get it.
Continue the conversation. I need a glass of milk.
So he's ready for 3.
Okay.
And then after 3, there you go. Now you turn it sideways, basically. You turn it like this, and you go boom, right down the middle.
Oh.
That's 5.
And all this started because
bam.
someone asked you if a hot dog was a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't know why they asked me that. It was kind of, I guess that was going on on the internet. And
Yeah, okay.
I don't think it is personally, but
No, it's a hot dog is a hot dog.
yeah, I'm with you.
Sandwich is a sandwich.
Well, how do you make a sandwich, though? That's how we started the
Well,
conversation.
it
What's the key to
depends.
making a sandwich?
It depends on the sandwich. But usually, let's say we're going ham and cheese. Okay? Bread, mustard, meat,
Yeah.
cheese, tomato, lettuce. Okay, then your mayonnaise, which I use Miracle Whip, not mayonnaise. That's just me.
Okay.
My wife's a mayonnaise girl. All right, we've had some wars about that, but and then you put the mayonnaise is on the lettuce. You put the salad dress, like Miracle Whip is considered almost salad dressing. You put the dressing, you put the mayo on the salad part, the lettuce.
Yeah.
And then you do the exact same thing. You cut it at a diagonal, and then you.
Okay.
So you actually had 5 bites of a 10-bite sandwich. Obviously, if you repeated the process, boom.
You've got the masters when it comes to sandwiches. Seriously.
There's 2 sandwiches left for me.
This is comprehensive stuff from a coach. And last offseason, you were making the transition to Miami, going back home.
Going back home, yeah.
After 15 seasons at Georgia. And I saw you last year at the same time. You look relaxed.
Right.
You look like a completely different person. Like you were calm and tan. The difference, though, from 1 year, last year was the homecoming.
Right.
This year, the expectation's completely different.
Yeah.
How are you comparing this summer to last summer heading into the fall?
Well, the players will tell you, I guess 80% of them already know what's up. They've been through a season, they've been through a spring, And then by the time summer rolls along, you know, we've installed our offense and defense for another time throughout the summer. There are some guys that came in summer session 1, summer session 2, so they're just learning. But for the most part, they understand us as coaches. We had no attrition within the coaching staff. Every player knows his coach, what he likes, what he wants. They understand our strength coach, Gus Felder, and his staff and what they want. And I really think the guys, I think they really do want to be great. They didn't come here to be good. And they're tired of getting beat in certain moments. And so I think we're in a good place right now.
Here you go. That's for you.
Oh, thank you, man.
You're very welcome. I appreciate it. Looking out for you.
Good trooper.
Yeah.
Coach, you made it a point since you've been at Miami that you want to embrace the past. You talked about bringing back the swagger at Miami. How do you do that?
Well, we just had our Paradise Camp, which was huge. We had, I hate to say, start with the names, but we had, well, let's say, for instance, at the end of the camp, we had Ed Reed and Michael Irvin address our camp. We had
That'll bring
Jonathan
back swagger.
Vilma, Jonathan Beeson. We had DJ Johnson. We had Jeremy Shockey. We had Brett Romberg, who's a Remington Award winner. We had, gosh, I'm trying to think. We had Devin Hester. We had Vince Wilfork. We had, I mean, we had at least 10 first-rounders and probably 4 to 5 future NFL Hall of Famers. Michael Irvin already is one, and they came and helped coach our camp, and they did it on their own dime. They did it because they love the U.
How were they received?
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. When we introduced those guys, those guest coaches, in front of our camp, it was like a Super Bowl introduction, you know. They're high-fiving each other and getting excited. And then I introduced our current coaches, and they were kind of in awe of the whole thing, and they're high-fiving the guys and all. And then we had our current players coaching it as well. It was a great weekend.
Legends coming back. We have 15 starters coming back. Preseason favorite to win the ACC Coastal Division. No Brad Kaya. 4 contenders at quarterback here.
Right.
What will be the deciding factor on who's going to be your starting quarterback?
Well, you try to, I wish I knew the answer, because I really like to know. And then that way you give whoever the guy is the most amount of reps and the most experience. But I really don't know the answer. And people like you were asking me off stage, who do you like? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I finally just resigned myself. We have to practice. We have to see for ourselves. We'll put them in at least 2 scrimmage situations and just see who is most ready, in my opinion, and my son John's opinion, who's coaching quarterbacks with me, to, you know, who do we think the guy is?
All right, you still doing the high dive?
Yeah, I hit the back flip a couple days ago, landed on my feet.
That's a good place to land.
Yeah. The year I don't land on my feet.
There it is.
Yeah, I was the heaviest I've ever been. It's kind of.
How'd you start? Where did you start?
Oh, no. I started out at Boca Raton at the Inlet Bridge.
Oh.
We would jump off the Inlet Bridge, but this one surfer guy was doing a back flip, and he got more attention than me, so I had to humble myself and say, can you show me how to do this back flip? And by the grace of God, I landed on my feet.
Well done.
I think next year I might try something new. I'm not ready to divulge what it is yet, but
You're already
I might have
ready for that.
Yeah, I am. I'll have to train for a year for it.
Well, you will be meticulous considering how you do your sandwiches.
Yes.